we are going to be serenaded by our fellow revolutionary, Brennan Blazer Bird. He is an ecological educator, natural builder, appropriate techie, and water harvester who has led a diverse array of artistic and ecological projects around the world. You can find out more about him at www.solutioncraft.org, and I'll put that in our chat. And thank you so much, Brennan. Everyone feel free to wiggle, take a little bio break, and enjoy this amazing spoken word offering from our fellow revolutionary. Thanks, Brennan.
All right, thanks so much. Thank you, Jeff. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you hear great. You sound
okay.
Great.
So it's funny how perfect this spoken word piece is for what we're talking about today. This is back in my slam poetry days as a freshman in college. So this was 2007, after 8 years of Bush, coming into the Obama age. And yeah, I wrote this and it still feels totally relevant today. So it's called Overconsumption. No longer may us humans convert this great life into nothing but material resources, to be cut down, burned, and in their places, development stretch out to the farthest reaches. Horizons become hardly visible, hidden behind the smog cover that's composed of all the steadily rising pollutants. And only on the blessed days when the cooled ocean air masses clear this haze, can you ever see the shimmering snow-capped peaks of the not so distant Sierra Mountain range. This increased production of particulate matter transforms the very air we breathe into an utter hazard. Short wavelength solar radiation absorbed by Earth's surface or re-radiated into the atmosphere as longer wavelengths, less able to penetrate through a pollutant cluttered ozone layer. So the heat gathers in the so-called greenhouse effect, and the temperatures rise along with fluctuations of the climate. Glaciers melting at faster rates, so less reflection of sunlight and more absorption of heat. That's both the ocean temperature and sea level continue to elevate. It's hard to even contemplate sometimes the extent of ecological collapse that's going on right now. Both the ocean and river systems contaminated with chemicals and pollution to a degree outlandish. There isn't a beach in this world that doesn't have some sort of plastic or other trash washed up on its shores. The giant plastic soup islands in the middle of the 5 major ocean gyres, while trash accumulation spins round with the currents and is spread out for hundreds of miles. An artificial reef that continues to grow because plastic produced turned refuse photodegrades instead of being decomposed, breaking down into millions of minute particles, infiltrating the environment almost the whole world over, and detected in minuscule amounts in almost all of the world's people, because Earth is not the only body, 2/3 water. All of this represents how the billion-year-old natural process of everything being recycled and nothing being wasted is now broken. The largest stream in our society is the waste stream, where once all the nutrients were returned to the earth from whence they came, they are now discarded, graded, compacted, washed down the drain, forgotten, until they return as haunting news stories like the dead zone in the Gulf of Mexico. Mississippi runoff spurt toxic algae growth till oxygen levels are too low to support life. Along with the destruction of the air and the water, humans have destroyed enough good land soil to equate to an area the size of Canada and the United States combined, and all in the name of rampant, unsustainable agriculture. Our nation's food basket built upon the shaky foundation of synthetic fertilizer, vital nutrients and ancestral Black humus eroded away, all in the name of agribusiness's holy trinity, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, NPK. The destruction of the soil is really a destruction of our ancestral heritage, the rapid depletion of a resource that is replenished over millions of years. The womb of our Mother Earth has been overrun with corporations whom seek to keep the sources ancient, pumping the ancestral life out of her belly, the sedimentary layers. In order to secure a profit, they promote technologies that depend on resources limited, use massive lobbies as cholesterol to build blood clots in the arteries of our congressional government, whom tends to pass bills only with pork barrel packages to fatten the lining of their friends' pockets. But in this capitalist system, completely profit-driven, what are the incentives for true representation? Our economy lacks all means by which to recognize that our earth, above all, deserves our best reverence and reservation. We should measure the quality of our work not by numerical values of time spent, but in positive benefits to everything living. Sustainability shall no longer be sugar-coated green and sold to the rising tide of dissatisfied masses, ravenous for earth-friendly marketing schemes. If we are to continue to be sustained, it will take a complete overhaul of the system and not just a change. Mainstream mentalities need to be expanded beyond the prison of barcodes that is our lives branded. The precious gift of life ransacked and turned into a percentage that only a computer tracks. Our societies are too linear. Inputs and outputs, I say this is not real. Inside and outside represent the dualist tendencies that struggle within a mind grown in a world of human illusion, not natural. Our earth is suffering a pandemic, and I'm afraid not everyone here knows its name is anthropogenic. A discord in the natural world reflected and thus manifest by the discord that exists within a human soul that views itself as somehow separate from its environment. Only when we view all life as preciously intertwined together as one self will we have made the necessary conscious considerations towards the improved health of all life and all future generations. Thank you.
Ooh, thank you,
Ooh.
Brennan.
Thank you.
Let's all make some
Oh.
noise, snaps.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, well said.
Amazing.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.